people want to get into another discussion about if Tyson Fury is cheap. The thing is this: it's a lot of people who support Tyson Fury, and it's a lot of people who love Tyson Fury, and a lot of people, that look up to him. I have this thing where people think that it's impossible for him to cheat. There's no way that he can cheat. There's just no way he outboxed him, and he just a way better fighter. But I'm saying this as a person, as a fan of the sport, and a lot of us, even former boxers and stuff like that, people who come from the sport, we just want to know the glove situation. But that's all we want to know. You see what I'm saying? And people were saying there was nothing wrong with his gloves, and I never seen nobody throw a jab to where the gloves is snapping back at 90 degrees. That's what was going on. It's just like something going on with the bad gloves. It is what it is. And he can't defend the shit himself. Fury can't defend himself because he hasn't seen anything about it. And then you fanboys out there, was nothing wrong with his gloves, and his hands was in his gloves. His hands couldn't have been in his gloves if I left my gloves in the car. Because I had boxing gloves, I left them in the car. But I just wanted to show what was going on with his gloves. And then the guy's sparring partner come out and say that Fury takes the padding out of his gloves. His sparring partner said that. And people are still not convinced. You're still not convinced. You still ignore the factors. It's okay to like Fury and support the guy. A spade is a spade, but you gotta call it out. If Wilder was on the same shit Fury was, I'll say the same shit. Like, well, Wilder, you were cheating. For me, no matter how much I like him, no matter how much I support him, it will be it is what it is. You're cheating, dog. You feel me? And people say Wilder's making all these excuses. In the beginning, I think that he didn't know how to deal with the situation. And from losing for the first time, it wasn't even him speaking for himself to begin with. You see what I'm saying? So, to me personally, and a lot of us that's part, of the sport, feel like the guy cheated. I'm sorry, like I feel like I don't know what was going on with his gloves, and so we always going to speculate and suspect that he possibly did. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's okay to support the guy and everything. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if you're American, I don't even care this way. But the truth is the truth. What was going on with his gloves? Nobody could give a legit answer. Nobody. His was in his gloves, and his wasn't in his gloves. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't in his gloves. Because it's made a snapback. The gloves are made, if you just look at the way the gloves are made, to grip it. It's not really necessarily to grip it, but for him to have the space to where we can see the back end of the glove, the front of the glove, go back and forth. So they're flopping around. Explain it. Nobody can explain it. People ignore that and say, well, he's just a bad fighter and he beat him the first time. Nobody's explaining it. And it's okay, you can hate the guy all you want. Like I said, if it was vice versa, I would call it out too. If the cheat is a cheat. And a lot of people from the sport, Steve Cunningham, people that's in the sport, said that it's something weird going on with his gloves. But you fanboys ignored that. No, he couldn't have that. Like, he couldn't have never cheated. Floyd Mayweather said that there's boxers that do dirty shit. It is. See what I'm saying? And that's really just basically just the truth about the whole glove situation, because at this point, we're just tired of talking about this shit. I know I'm tired of talking about this shit. It's just, the conversation is just becoming counterproductive, because if it's to the point where everybody's just talking about it and nobody's going to call out, what was going on, then what the fuck are we still talking about? It's just, the conversation is pointless, because we just keep saying the same thing. I'm going to keep saying the same thing over and over And people who support Fury are going to say the same thing over and over. And it's like talking to a big man. Because he's going to ignore it, and the people who support him are going to ignore it. No matter how much you like the dude, support the dude, it's just going to be to the point where people just never going to acknowledge the fact that the man fucking gloves is snapping back and fucking 90-degree angle. How is that possible? How? How? Nobody can explain this shit. Teddy Atlas, and so it don't even matter. Fury was just a better fighter. So it didn't even matter if he cheated. I don't think that Fury believed that he had the confidence to beat him. I don't think he believed he had the confidence to beat him. Maybe the first fight, when they first fought, when him getting knocked out, that kind of killed his confidence. So he came up with a tactic to where maybe he'd be able to create a cheating mechanism. He created a way to cheat to where he'd be able to slide with it. Because some people saying even if hands wasn't all the way in the gloves, it's not cheating, but it is cheating. And nobody's dealing with that. And his team and himself hasn't dealt with those fucking gloves yet. His own sparring partner, the man he spars with, came out and said he did some tricky shit with his gloves. And people still ignore it. Still ignore it. Nobody has addressed that factor at all. Like I said, I'm tired of talking about this shit. Nobody's going to address. People just going to pretend it was not going on, and Fury just beat him because he's better than him. And he's so much better than him, I don't even know why he won't give him a third fight. He'd be so much better than him. He's just a better fighter. He's such a better fighter than what's up with a third fight. But it's just my opinion. We could go on all day. We could talk about this shit all day. So it is what it is.